It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Cordarrelle Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordarrelle Patterson. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Flanagan. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Wow.
3rd down and short yardage. You're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Chargers at 3-7 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
That's Cordarrelle Patterson hauling it in. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. They'll look to throw again. Another completion right back to Patterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. But it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. 1st drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him.
But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. The 30. 10.
Oh, man.
He brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves out.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Calling a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run with Patterson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Cordero Patterson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they'd love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Play fake. Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st down, Flanagan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw on second down, Flanagan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeremy Chinn in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Flanagan. To the sideline. He's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Throwing on 1st down, Flanagan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Flanagan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw on third down. Flanagan. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Flanagan. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Khalil.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Cousins' throw finds its target, Dobbs. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Play action now. Cousins. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Being chased out left. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Handoff running left, Patterson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Off-play action. Flanagan. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They go play action. Cousins. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Chargers are going to take
Chad being Chad.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does.
Selling, man.
This is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows.
Nah, I ain't see shit.
Throws that he's made before didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
This nigga running the same corner route.
This one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll complete this.
Flats and corner routes. This game is ass, man.
At the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Flats.
Safety valve here. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Complete to Cordero Patterson. 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Patterson. He fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Bro, you take away them flats in that corner route, you win the game.
As well. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Nigga's not fucking good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
They all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But
Science!
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one. It was a determined gallop there.
yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a brand-new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to Flanagan. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll field this at the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Khalil, what you on, bro?
And as they come to the line,
Fuck you, join for the not.
Get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yeah, Camel still on this bitch? Camel, we should have went to that party, bro.
Cousins on first down. And that's going to be too out of bounds and incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. To throw again on second down. Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders.
Man, score on this nigga, man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long.
So.
They'll set up a throw.
Damn, you can't even get that bitch out your hand.
But partner, anytime someone tells me the fundamentals of leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Damn.
DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Damn.
A pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing on third and long. Flanagan. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Following the interception, Cousins. And it's in.
Oh.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook.
What?
James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air.
What?
The Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
What?
New York is up and good. They'll take a 7-point lead.
What?
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Flanagan. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flanagan. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Why Ramsey not on Diggs?
Patterson. Room here to run. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw. Flanagan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
At the 6-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. He's got room past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 30 yards there. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Left side, Cook. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this out to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
And here we go again.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Bro, like, what? Yeah, like, he's not like that.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get across.
What if he fumbled that bitch?
Territory. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Vikings,
wow,
it keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7.
You gotta click one. Hell yeah. I thought that bitch was late. Like, bro, what? Like, bro. Damn. That wasn't Ramsey? Clay doing that? Yeah. What? They let him get that? He's not even in front of his man. He's behind his man. Madden is fake, bro. That makes no sense.